Here again with another Lucifer Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for those of you that are wondering, this is actually my first time watching Lucifer, so join me and Crazy Coffee Man down in the comments section to discuss this awesome and amazing show. With that in mind, this will be Lucifer Season 3, Episode 13. The title of this episode is called Till Death Do Us Part. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. Pierce goes to visit Lucifer, and Lucifer has a chainsaw. If it was going to be that easy, I'd be dead a long time ago, Pierce says. He tries to kill himself, but he just regrows. That's what happens to Pierce, or Cain. Lucifer says there must be something that works. Lucifer throws a demon steel knife at Pierce, or blade, or something like that, as it can even kill Lucifer, but doesn't kill Pierce. Crime scene time. Chloe and Dan are there. A local chemistry teacher is dead. Who would do this to poor June? Maze shows off some of her blades to Lucifer, and then Maze suggests to get inside Pierce's head and see what makes him vulnerable. Since Chloe makes Lucifer vulnerable, she says you should find out what makes Pierce vulnerable. Lucifer is in Pierce's office and wants to understand him. He's moved his table around and Pierce is mad about that. Unless Lucifer has something case-related, get out of my office. Chloe finds out that Pierce has decided to stay. June Lee is not really June Lee. Her name is Sandra Yang, and she died 3 years ago. Sandra was a chemist. She was cooking for these mobsters. I wonder if she's talked chemistry with the great Walter White, or Jesse Pinkman for that matter. Maze goes to talk to Charlotte Richards, tells her that she used to hate her. Maze tells Charlotte now she smells incredible. Maze says she has to go hogtie a fugitive in the ice cream truck, or in a ice cream truck, but she'll be back. Lucifer tells Chloe that Pierce is staying for him, and Chloe says, right. Sandra stole from the Korean Power. Off we go, detective, to the karaoke parlor, talk to a gang leader. Hello, drug dealers. Come out, wherever you are. Lucifer showcases his John Wick hand-to-hand combat skills, and he's able to get to the leader, Brandon Hung. Lucifer is able to convince him to come to the station. We'll find out how he convinced him later. He mentions to Chloe that he runs the Korean Power, which Chloe of course already knew. Says Sandra was their ecstasy cook. Chloe says him and his guys are known for their kindness, or him and his guys are not known for their kindness, and Sandra is the best cook he ever had. And Hung agreed to this meeting because Lucifer gave him the best ecstasy recipe. So it's worth potentially 2 years in jail just to go to this meeting. Lucifer and Marcus Pierce go undercover as a couple in this suburbia town. Another couple comes over to be the neighborhood welcoming committee. Dan goes out to dinner with Charlotte Richards. Maze shows up. Hey, sexy, to Charlotte. Why are you here, Maze? Isn't it obvious? There's a hint of a threesome, which is getting Dan going. The couple talks back to Lucifer and Marcus Kane, or Marcus Pierce, not Kane, but Kane/Pierce. The couple talks about the neighborhood watchdog. It's like a person that knows about a lot of things. It's like Martha Stewart and the Terminator had a baby. Charlotte talks to Maze about almost recently dying and that she went to hell briefly. And it turns out Maze was just attracted to her old life and she's not sure if she wants to go back there. And trust me, no one is worse than no one's a worse neighbor than the devil. Lucifer does a bunch of annoying things to potential neighbors to make neighbors mad. Potentially make them mad, I should say. The neighborhood guy was buying June's Adderall. Ryan's not the killer, though. But their cover isn't blown, so they could still stay undercover. Lucifer and Pierce get into a fight at this get-together outside in front of all the neighbors, and Lucifer starts to leave, and Chloe asks him to stick it out until the job is done. Pierce is never going to be the guy who cares where the homeless is or whatever, but he cares about solving this case, Chloe tells Lucifer. And Lucifer tells Pierce, "You're right. I don't have all the answers, but I hope we can find them together. After all, you may be the only person on this planet that truly understands me, and I'm not ready to give up on that." What a touching moment by Lucifer. And then Lucifer and Pierce kiss to really make them think that they're a couple. I wonder what Pierce desires now. Brian doesn't let his wife sign the book. Chloe says Brian's wife was the one that killed June, and Brian recognized her handwriting when they had the interrogation, and that's why he won't let her sign it. So she thinks that they were having an affair, which is not the case. Lucifer says that was Brian's drug dealer. Charlotte comes by to apologize to Dan for what happened the other night, and Dan says, whatever this is that we have is anything but normal. If you need time to sort some things out, I can wait. You're worth it. Chloe invites Pierce out for drinks, and then Pierce confirms to Chloe that they did share a moment, and Pierce says he's not relationship material, though. And then Pierce goes to see Lucifer. You've got to be committed. I married you, or you've got to be committed to the... I married you. I don't know how much more committed I can be. And then Pierce tells Lucifer to go get the chainsaw. Lucifer says, I thought you'd never ask. And that's what ends the episode. So pretty good stuff here. Interesting moments altogether. I'm going to give the episode an 8.3 out of 10. And my characters of the episode for the males, Marcus, Kane, Pierce, and for the females, Chloe Decker. Just my opinion for this one. No Trixie. No Ella Lopez, which really makes me mad. So that's upsetting. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, as YouTube tells me that I don't get enough likes, I average like 4 to 8 per video, which is not really an average. It's like a, 7 or something like that. They want me to get like 10 to 12. So if you could Hulk smash that like button, I would greatly appreciate that. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts on the show Lucifer are. You can join me and Crazy Coffee Man. Tell me what your score is. Tell us what your score is, I should say. Let me know who your favorite male, let me know who your male MVP of the episode is and your female MVP, or just one. And, anything else, your favorite moment. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You are watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your dev support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return once I find out what it is that you desire.